Let me talk about me for a second. I pretty much got everything I once prayed for. I migrated to the West. My children are educated in the West. I make enough money to live comfortably. If you spoke to 25-year-old me, this is exactly the life he wanted. Back then, I packed my bags with ambition. I told myself I was going to find opportunity. I told myself I would build something better. I told myself I would escape limitation, and I did. But now, years later, I sometimes sit quietly and ask myself a hard question. Am I part of the problem? Because if I'm being honest, my life mirrors the very issues we talk about on this app every day. I left, and that's brain drain. I contribute my skills somewhere else, and that's lost capacity for my country. I built stability for my children, but not necessarily in the place that built me. When I look back at home, my country, my compound, my people, I don't just see problems, I see gaps. And I know that at some level, I'm inside that equation. That realization is humbling. When you're 25 or 26, you dream about living, you dream about airports, you dream about foreign opportunity, you dream about earning in strong currencies, you dream about better systems. You don't dream about responsibility. Who does at 25? You don't dream about structural consequences. You don't think about what happens if everyone like you lives, right? But now I look back and I see it clearly. We cannot all keep getting up and living. If the ambitious live, if the educated live, if the disciplined live, who stays and builds? Here's the irony that bothers me. While we are leaving home to look for opportunity abroad, they are flying in to secure our contracts, our land, our minerals, our influence in our own backyards. We exit, they enter. That contradiction sits with me every day. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not condemning myself. I'm not pretending I made a foolish choice. Migration gave my children security. It gave me exposure. It gave me perspective. But awareness changes everything. The older I get, the more I realize something uncomfortable. The problem is not just corruption. It's not just politics or policy. It's also us as a people. It's our collective decision to outsource our best years somewhere else. And I include myself in that. Maybe I'm moving in the right direction simply because I'm thinking about it now. Or maybe awareness is the first step. I don't know. The more you grow, the more you see that development is not accidental, it's deliberate. If we do not become deliberate about building home, then home becomes something we only visit, not something we strengthen. Look, I don't have all the answers. I have never pretended that I do, but I know this. We cannot keep dreaming of escape as the highest form of success. Think about this for a second. Our highest form of success as Africans is leaving home to go build a life abroad. That's our highest form of success. That's our problem right there. We need to start dreaming of return, of contribution, of structure, of strategy. We need real solutions, investment frameworks, diaspora engagement models, structured capital, coordinated influence, solutions. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. But I know I'm not alone. Maybe the beginning of fixing something is admitting that you're standing inside it. Things have to change. They have to change. And if I'm honest, that change probably starts with people like me. Let's move.